who doesn't want to purchase a house with $0 down and a 580 credit score? I can't imagine anybody not wanting to do that. Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about all the great reasons why you could or should or just answer any questions that you guys may have about joining the Air Force Reserves, to talk about all the benefits that we receive, what you have to do to get those benefits, just to answer any common questions that I've heard, to include things about VA loans, healthcare insurance, tuition for you and your family, and then of course sign-on bonuses. Okay, so as of now, I've been in for a total of 5 years. I actually just hit my 5-year mark a couple months ago, so I think I know somewhat all there is to know about it. If I do go through this video and you guys have questions that still were not answered, comment down below and I'll be sure to get the answers for you and answer them as soon as I can. Let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is a VA loan. So a VA loan is basically a home loan, a type of home loan that you can use to purchase a house. The only people who have access to this is going to be active duty, or it's going to be reservists. To be a reservist and actually be able to get it or use it or qualify for it would be that you deployed one time, you followed out your whole 6-year contract, or either you've deployed or been on active duty orders for 90+ days. So the biggest thing with a home loan is that you only need a 580 credit score to use it once you're eligible. And then you also can literally purchase a house with $0 down. I think that's definitely the biggest thing. Who doesn't want to purchase a house with $0 down and a 580 credit score? I can't imagine anybody not wanting to do that. Okay, so next we're going to talk about school benefits that the Air Force does give to you. So there are 2 different ways you can pay for school. First, we're going to start with TA. So TA is basically short for tuition assistance. So it's basically money that the government gives you to go to school. So TA is actually very simple to use. It's just you going down to the education office on base and applying. And just like that, they basically will pay for your school once you provide them with your transcript and your degree plan. Let them know what you're going to school for, and they will simply give you the money. No matter on the level of education you are currently seeking, whether it's your associates, your bachelor's, your master's, or beyond, they will pay for it. They will literally send the money to the school that you plan on going to. So one of the best things about TA is that you can literally get paid to go to school. If you take on a certain amount of classes and you're considered a full-time student, the military will actually pay you. You will actually get a monthly check for going to school. They'll pay you to get your degree. Okay, so something that I want to say before we move on to the GI Bill is simply with TA, it's awesome. Yes, you don't have to pay any money, but it's sort of like a grant with a twist. Yes, they will pay for you to go to school. Yes, it's basically free money to you, but they do expect for you to pass. They do expect for you to take education seriously. And if you were to fail the class, they do ask you to pay back the money for the classes that you failed, basically in return for the credit hours that you failed or messed up on. Okay, so the next school benefit we're going to talk about is something called the GI Bill. So the GI Bill is basically something that you can use actually if you want while you're in, but you should just use the TA because it's free to you while you're in. But the GI Bill is something that you can literally pass down to your spouse or to your children. Or you can split it in half or split it 4 ways, however you want to do it, to pay for some of everybody's tuition. Like I said, your children, your spouse, whoever you want to use it on. So the GI Bill is good for basically afterwards if you want to take care of anybody else that's around you in your immediate family. Okay, so the Air Force also has their own school. It's called CCAF, which is short for Community College of the Air Force. So with Community College of the Air Force, they offer a variety of classes and courses and all these different things that you can go to. It's definitely an awesome school to check out. And then also they have something that's great, definitely one of their biggest perks, something called CLEP courses. So CLEP courses is basically whenever you're confident in a class, you don't really feel like taking it, whatever, you can literally test out. As long as you were to take the test, you can study, do whatever you have to do to prepare, but take your test and pass, and you can test out of the class and literally skip it, basically. Okay, so the next topic we're going to talk about is going to be sign-on bonuses. So sign-on bonuses is definitely a really big topic of discussion, simply because it's so many different variables that play a role in your sign-on bonus. So basically, a sign-on bonus is the money that the government gives you for signing the contract and joining a specific MOS or AFSC or job. So basically what they do is, hey, we need people. We know that money makes the world go round and money's going to bring people in. So let's offer $20,000. Let's offer $5,000. Let's offer $90,000. So when it comes to stuff like that, every AFSC is different. Some may be offering some sign-on bonuses and some may not. So it all depends on their demand. Maybe they need people. Maybe they're having trouble keeping people. Maybe the job is dangerous and nobody will come. That's how they get you to come, by offering funds. So for example, whenever I joined, I got a $20,000 sign-on bonus from a job called Security Forces. So basically it's frontline defense, and it's basically really a police officer. Security Forces or frontline defense is more of like a fancy thing for it, but it's basically frontline defense or a basic police officer patrolling and things like that. So $20,000, what they'll do basically, once you sign, once you already went to MEPS, once they know for sure, like, okay, this person is joining, they will literally direct deposit half of the funds into your account. And then whenever it comes up on your 1-year anniversary, they will put in the remaining funds. So for example, I would have $10,000 left over. So of course, after taxes, I may see $1,700 every year on the anniversary that I sign. And that's how it's going to be until the end of your contract. Generally, in the reserves, you sign for about 6 years. So like I said, you'll see half of it up front, and then they'll generally give it to you once a year on that anniversary date that you sign. When it comes to drill pay, you do have to go to drill 1 weekend a month. So altogether, it's going to be about 2 weeks for the whole year. You normally do get June or July off, depending on what they do at the unit, but you do have to go, of course, to drill. So whenever you go to drill, you normally have to show up on Friday, and then you go to your unit on Saturday morning, work for a few hours, go back to your hotel, hang out, party, do whatever you want to do. Then you go back to your unit on Sunday, and then that's literally your whole drill. Normally, if you're about to E3, for example, you'll probably be getting about $295 for that whole weekend, but they do pay for food for you for the weekend. They do pay for your gas to get there and back, and they do allow you to pick what hotel you want to stay in for the weekend. It's normally 4 and 5 stars. For us, we normally have the option between easily 30 and 40 hotels to choose from, and drill weekend is as simple as that, and it's really a simple way to get out the house and make money for a weekend. Another way you can make money as a traditional reservist is to get on something called TDYs, which is short for temporary duties, or you can get on a deployment. So a TDY is basically you being on active duty status, active duty orders for the amount of time that your unit prints out orders for you. So as a reservist or as a guard member, basically one of your number one things is to be there whenever your state or your area needs you. It could be the next door state. Depends on if a local disaster happens, such as a hurricane, a tsunami, or tornado. And if, they ask you in a unit, hey, do you want to volunteer to go help? Hey, we need you to go help here for this or for this. You can literally get on a TDY and get active duty pay for the whole time that you're on orders, which is awesome. When it comes to deployments, of course, you can go anywhere from Paris to Iraq to Afghanistan to Kuwait to Dubai to wherever. It depends on the unit, depends on where they go. Everybody's different. One unit may only see the Middle East for their deployment, when the other people at the other unit, they go to all the amazing places with the blue water and the white sand. You never know what's going to happen at your unit. So, there's no way to know. But TDYs and deployments are both awesome in their own ways. And, I would definitely say that's a way you can make extra money if you need to and want to as a reservist. So in the military, we have an insurance called Tricare. So Tricare is literally awesome. And it's another one of those things where only the military has access to. So Tricare will literally cost you little to none compared to what civilians pay with Medicaid and Medicare, and the plan premiums are awesome. Okay, so with Tricare, if you're coming in single, you'll be paying about $13 a month. So that's about $150 a year. So if you're coming in with a family, married with kids, awesome, multiple people to cover, you'll be paying about $25 a month. So that's about $300 for the year. The deductibles are freaking amazing. Like, you're once again paying little to none. I would honestly say that that's great benefits, because you only come to drill 1 weekend out of the month, literally 2 weeks out of the year. So, and you're saving hundreds of dollars when you have regular people getting Medicaid and Medicare who are paying $40 to $50 per paycheck every week, every 2 weeks, ever they do it. and paying, what, $150 a month, and you're paying $300 for the year. So I think that's pretty awesome. So the last thing I want to bring up is just something really quick to clear the air, and it's something as simple as your CAC card, your Common Access Card. So just because you join as a Air Force Reserve member and you're not active duty, or even a Guard member or whatever, you can still go on any base that's near you, any active duty base, any National Guard base. It doesn't matter. That CAC card can and will get you on any military installation at any time. And that could be awesome simply because on base, everything is literally tax-free. From the groceries to the jewelry, they price match in the BX. They have everything. Everything that you can need at the grocery store, anything that you can need from Walmart, anything, whatever, they have it on base. The liquor is dirt cheap, you know. So I would definitely say, you know, that's another perk to being in the Air Force Reserves. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you have any questions or if something still was unclear to you, just comment down below and I will be sure to answer any questions that you have. I hope this helped anybody out there who had questions. Y'all have a good one. See you in the next video.